Welcome back to the 90 More podcast. My name is Kosi. Welcome back to a brand new video. Liverpool have dropped points at the Goodson Park. 0-0 was the final score. And I think there are a couple of things to talk about in this game. But Liverpool need to work on their midfield issue as early as they can. They are very flat. They are very casual. They are not the team we know that was trying to win the title last campaign. They're not the team we know that won the UEFA Champions League title in the last 5 years. They are not that team. They literally look very casual. They are so ordinary, and I think Jurgen Klopp knows that. A couple of days ago, he came out and spoke out about his need for a midfielder and said, look, I need a midfielder. I think Arthur Melo is a panic buy. He's not the kind of guy that we're looking at. He's just a warm body. Now, it's too harsh for me to call Arthur Melo a warm body, but I think he's just a warm body. They do not have real quality in Arthur Melo. So what are your thoughts on this game? I'm going to be sharing my reaction and points on this game. But I think Everton really deserve a lot of credit here. They really played well. Frank Lampard should be very, very, gutted that he didn't walk away with the 3 points. I think Conor Cody is very, very unlucky that his goal is actually ruled out for offside. It was a very well-built goal. And what I liked about Everton in this game is the kind of respect they gave to Liverpool. Whenever Liverpool had the ball, Everton extremely worked hard. They didn't leave any spaces in midfield for Liverpool to run into. They didn't let Liverpool work the channels. And that's how you beat Liverpool. You work harder than them. You always have to be the slave. They're the kings because their squad is a little bit 6 years, 7 years better than yours. They've worked on it for 7 years. They've invested a lot of money in it and a lot of time. And Everton, they were absolutely up to the task today. It was all about, can you work better than Liverpool? Can you be smart? Can you avoid the individual errors? And also can every player give in that fantastic performance throughout the 90 minutes? And I think they really did that. A few names to pick out. Jordan Pickford, man of the match. That is outstanding. And if there is a question, personally, I'm one of the people who always ask, why is he starting for England? Why is Gareth Southgate always starting him for England? He has just given me a perfect answer. Save after save. I think he made over 5 fantastic, fabulous saves to keep Everton into the game. One to deny Mo Salah, one to deny Diaz, the other to deny Nunes. He has actually been outstanding this afternoon. But it's not about, it wasn't all about, Pickford, the likes of Conor Cody as well, the likes of Nathan Patterson as well, the likes of, Mykolenko as well. They played together. They played as a team. The strategy Frank Lampard went for in this game absolutely worked out. Sit back, be very disciplined, give Liverpool the amount of respect they deserve, work harder than them, and also make sure that whenever Liverpool are high up the pitch, you're playing the ball explosively. You're playing the ball behind their back line, and you're running at them. And we've seen it with Demarai Gray. He's been running all afternoon against at Trent Alexander-Arnold, at Virgil van Dijk, causing them problems all afternoon. I thought they deserved a point. I thought they deserved a win because Everton, and the state in which they are this campaign, they have not really picked up a win, right, this campaign, but they had 8 shots on target against Liverpool. That is remarkable. That shows you the amount of hard work. That shows you the amount of brilliance that I've actually put into this game. And I'm really impressed by Frank Lampard, because at the beginning of the season, I was of the view Everton should sack him. But after the last 2 performances, I'm starting to change my mind slightly. I'm going to say, give him some time, probably. Try to see what he's going to do. How can he play with these, how is he going to play with these, young, players that are actually coming? And of course, the new signings, the Idrissa Gueyes of this world, Onana, I thought he was absolutely fantastic. He has transformed, Iwobi. Iwobi is playing like a real midfielder. We are talking about players like Neil Maupay, who has had a fantastic debut against Liverpool. So I thought Everton played really, really well. Now, on the other side, if we flip the coin, Liverpool were not horrendous. They were not horrific, but their performance is below average. Their performance is below par. And the question, guys, is what's wrong with Liverpool? For me, the answer is very easy. Forget about Sadio Mane. Yes, they do lack someone who can cause problems by himself. They lack someone who has that kind of, who has the monster mentality that Sadio Mane has. They lack such a player. But in this game, they lacked the connection between their back line and the forward line, and which is the midfield. Now they played Fabinho. They played a midfield three: Fabinho, Harvey Elliott, and William Carvalho. But that actually didn't work out. And in my case, I'm gonna say Liverpool should have signed a midfielder early in the window. Signing Darwin Núñez was not their priority. Honestly, they could get goals from Jota. They could get goals from Roberto Firmino. They could get goals. They can still get goals without Darwin Núñez. Their priority was getting in a midfielder, and they failed at that. They have totally gone. Okay, we want to get in a new midfielder, but we'll first sign Darwin Núñez, and that is where they have actually got it wrong. The transfer strategy for Liverpool is actually not working. It has not worked out this summer. They tried to get Conrad Lima, over through in this window. It actually failed, and that is the kind of guy, that is the kind of player Liverpool are lacking. You lack someone. Liverpool are just lacking that intelligent passer of the ball, that intelligent player who's going to carry the ball and create chances for Darwin Núñez. Because if you're playing a number 9 like Darwin Núñez, he needs service, he needs supply. Otherwise, there is no reason for you to play Darwin Núñez and you don't give him service. The same question, we asked with Chelsea when they played Romelu Lukaku's campaign. If you're not going to provide for them, if you're not going to create chances for them, don't play them. Literally, don't even sign them. So Liverpool needs a midfielder. There is no quality in that midfield. There is no quality. Milner should not be playing for prime Liverpool. Milner should not be starting for Liverpool in 2022. Honestly, that is a fact. He's a very good player. You can bring him on in the 90th minute, 70th minute, 80th minute. But Milner should not be a key note in Liverpool's system. And the fact that they're depending on Milner in a couple of situations shows you Liverpool are lacking in midfield. So I thought there is a big point there for Liverpool to work on. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Probably Arthur Melo should start. I don't think Arthur Melo is a bad signing, by the way. I want to make this very clear. I don't think Arthur Melo is a bad signing. I only think Arthur Melo is not good enough. I just don't think he's good enough. I just don't think he's the levels of Liverpool. Because I thought as Liverpool, you go for Yuri Tillemans. As Liverpool, you go for Conrad Lima. As Liverpool, you go for the other, quality, for that upgraded quality. But Arthur Melo, after being a rejected Barca, being a reject at Juve, and then you bring in Arthur Melo, and then we are seeing this kind of performances, I think there is something going wrong. And then Mo Salah, what is going on with Mohamed Salah? Because with Darwin Núñez, I will understand there is no service yet. So as a number 9, he's gonna say, I need service, I need more balls into my feet. But Mo Salah, this is the time when you're earning almost 400,000 per week. This is the time when the team needs you. This is the reason as to why they chose to keep you as Mo Salah and not Sadio Mane. And Salah, ever since signing that big contract, has gone silent. I personally, I'm gonna say this. I personally put him out of. I eliminated him from my FPL week. FPL team every weekend because I literally don't see any returns on Salah. I don't know what's wrong with Mohamed Salah. Is he missing the Sadio Mane push? Is he missing the Sadio Mane partnership? Probably is he not clicking very well with the likes of Diaz and Núñez? Because that front line of Liverpool doesn't really have the connection it had when they played Firmino, Salah and Mane. The connection is not yet there. And if they don't get it early in the season, they're not title contenders. because you need the goals. You need to score the goals. You need to be lethal. You need to be, you need to be scary. You need to be a threat. You need to pose a threat. And for me, Liverpool at the moment are not posing any threats. They're so lucky that Virgil van Dijk doesn't pick up a red card, in my opinion. They're very, very lucky, because if VAR looks at that challenge, it's awkward. It's absolute awkward. It's nasty. If VAR go back and look at that challenge, for me, Virgil van Dijk is sent off. And can you imagine Liverpool without Van Dijk right about now? So for me, guys, it's a very long journey for Liverpool. It's a very long journey now for Jurgen Klopp. How it's not about picking up wins. They could pick up wins just like they did against Newcastle. But how are they going to organize? How is he going to organize this Liverpool side? First and foremost, for them to have this that connection, that natural connection that they should naturally have, but also for them to start winning games comfortably and getting the points they deserve and seeing the Liverpool that we should be seeing. 0-0 is the final score. Liverpool deserved nothing in that game. Everton, the better side. They're very unlucky that they don't score. Actually, they score, but Conor Cody's goal is ruled offside. They're very unlucky. But Liverpool really have to act now and act fast. See you very soon. Chelsea take on West Ham. It's still 0-0. After that one, we'll be having a match reaction. Of course, the match reaction for Aston Villa and Manchester City will be coming on later in the evening.